Today is Wednesday, February 10th. Disney is down big in the early going today. I want to take a look at this stock, not so much as a forecast on Disney, but I want to look at how you might make a forecast on it using linear and log scales. It's more a lesson on when to use which type of trend line. And here we have Disney going back a couple of years on a weekly format, and you can see that the linear scale trend line from the 2011 low was pretty nice, hit a couple of places. This was that intraday mini flash crash last year, so we can ignore that a little bit. And you can see that that trend line is clearly broken to the downside. Some might say that we also have a double top pattern breakdown. Maybe, maybe not. And here is just a regular old trend line drawn from the 2009 low, and you can see that really kind of useless over the last couple of years. But now I'm going to flip it into log scale. You can see that the longer trend line is now somewhat useful. As a matter of fact, if you drew a parallel line from here up to the tops, it might be a good descriptor of the whole bull market. And here is the linear trend line, clearly broken with a test back at the trend line. So I would say this stock is definitely broken down, even though this long-term trend line is still intact. But that gives us another interesting story here. And you can see the Fibonacci lines, but they're more useful here. I want to put them back in the linear format. And right now, in the early going today, Disney's at that 38.2% retracement of the run from 2011. And just for reference, let's just put a line in there, because these Fibonacci's go with the action on the chart, not by numbers, which I kind of like. But for this case, I want to put the line in there just to show you where the level is. Put it back into into log. And now we're getting into support at the Fibonacci level and the trend line. So I don't think Disney is a lost cause here. Even though I'm not a fundamental guy, supposedly the earnings were pretty good, just not what was expected or hoped for. So perhaps this thing is going to just mess around a little bit for a couple of days and maybe find its footing not too far from here because of this long-term trend line and the shorter Fibonacci retracement. I don't think it's a double top breakdown. I think it's just a pretty serious correction in a long bull market. So there you have it, just the way you could finesse the analysis using linear and log scales. You don't want to take one over the other because it fits your thesis better. You want to look at both of them. And to tell you the truth, when I first started looking at this earlier, I saw the linear trend line, and I didn't know if that was really broken, just the way I had initially drawn it. So by flipping back and forth, seeing which one fits better, not which one fits your preconceived notions of what's happening, but which one actually fits the market better, that's the one you go with. And of course, sometimes they both line up together, which would be awesome, but that's not the case here. So anyway, Disney, I think it's bad. It's definitely broken from its bull market, but I don't know if it's starting a new bear run here. I think possibly going to be finding its legs soon.